Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings. I pray that all is well and you all are in the best of health and spirits. It is your sister, Denise Renee Muhammad, your aromatherapist, along with my brother Sean Ali of Supreme Health and Wellness. As you all come in, go ahead and share the video for us. Sharing is caring, sharing is caring. All right, brother Sean, assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Wa alaikum assalam. How you doing,
Yes,
sis?
I'm doing great. And yourself?
hmm Oh man, I mean, we got an exciting topic. So,
Yes,
but I'm doing good, but we got an exciting topic as well.
that's right. That's right. That's right. So, our topic today is Are obesogens making us fat? Are obesogens making us fat? And Brother Sean brought this new term to my attention. And when I started looking it up, it's not actually new. I just wasn't aware of it. So let's get into it, Brother Sean. What are
Yeah, I
obese?
mean, yeah, obesogens. Isn't that something?
Yes.
Shoot. So I guess you got the slides. You can start with the slides because
Yes, sir.
this is going to be a new topic for everybody. So
Right.
let's see what they say it means. You know what I mean?
Let let's see what they say
Yeah,
about
yeah. Let's see the
this.
definition of this. Let's start with the
Yeah,
science, with the receipts. Yeah,
come with the receipts. Yes, sir.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Obesogens are defined as chemicals that inappropriately alter lipid homeostasis to promote adaptogenesis and lipid accumulation. Now, break that down for us in
Man,
simple terms.
man, that's deep. Hey, that's deep right
that's
there. Man,
that's
that's
good.
deep.
That's
That's
why we
hold
need
on.
to,
Hey, hey, put that up one more time, sis. Hold on, put that up one more time, please. Because that is it's defined as chemicals that inappropriately, wow,
inappropriately.
alter lipid homeostasis to promote adaptogenesis and a lipid accumulation. Now that's from endocrine disruption in human health. Now y'all see the source from endocrine disruption in human health 2015. Okay, you can take it down.
ScienceDirect.com.
Now this is 2016 when I published this book. It's called Endocrinology of Healing and Life, right? The Science of Healing Self and Abundant Life is the subtitle. So this world, because, and I'm saying this because this world is proficient in the negative. We are proficient in the inappropriate, right? But when
Right.
we go to look at, we are proficient in disorder. Like if you look up psychosomatic, you're going to find disorder. You look up all of these, like this world is built on the exploration of the negative with very little going into, okay, if there's an inappropriate way that
There's an
these lipids can be used, there has to be an appropriate way that
right.
they can be used, right? See, so I'm just saying, we're going to get into this topic, but it's dealing with the endocrine system. And your brother, 2016, when I was studying the endocrine system, I published the book. Man, this is a science book. This is not all this the same diagrams that we ready to discuss. I got right here so we
Wow.
can overcome everything that we ready to talk about. Right? This is
Yeah.
that was discovered 2015. Your brother wrote an answer for us in 2016. So, but let's go ahead and hey, you got the other slide so we know the definition of them. Now, what are they? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, yeah. Oh, y'all gonna be shocked at this one. This going woo! Look at here. Look at this. Look at
Wow.
this. Sources of obesogen by bisophenols, that's the resins in can linings, thermal paper, hard, soft plastic. That's all plastic, hard or soft. Vinyl flooring. For those that's in a house with vinyl flooring, personal
Right.
care products, food preservatives, pharmaceutical drugs, clothing and furniture, electronics, electricals, solvents, pesticide. Look. This is our environment.
Right. That's
The,
everything we use every day.
so when you when if you all right, you can take it down, sis. So if you are somebody that is going through weight struggles, it's not because you're lazy. See, it's not because you aren't trying. It's not because you aren't doing everything that you possibly can do. You just saw we, all of us, not just all of us, are surrounded by these obesogens that have the ability to inappropriately make the lipids that's inside of us manifest into something that's harmful to us.
Right.
Man, see, we knew plastic was dangerous, but we didn't know that it did. So, man, sis, woo,
Powerful.
woo, that's
Yeah.
everything we are
That's
surrounded by. Good. What you ready to say, sis?
yeah, I'm just thinking about all that stuff that was on the slide. It's everything that is in our household.
Hmm. Endocrine disruptors.
Right.
Endocrine disruptors. That's why I wrote that book, because the endocrine system is more than just responsible for our hormones. It is the system that turns the unseen into seen, because the thoughts are unseen. The electrical input of thoughts are unseen. You can measure it with a machine, but it's unseen. The chemicals version of thoughts, what we call hormones, these are seen. The endocrine system is the system responsible for translating our thoughts into chemical form.
Right.
So, right, just psychosomatic disorder or order, when we and these are the things that travel in our bloodstream and we become these things, right? So this is the say be and it is system inside of our body, because it turns what we think, all of these things into chemicals.
Right.
And when we have these disruptors, right, that's bombarding us and is turning our signals different ways. So now this is like the thyroid and the other, what is it? The autoimmune disease disorder.
Yes.
When your body is attacking itself.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Right.
that's what basically what these obesogens are. They make your body attack itself by
Right.
turning your because we need white fat cells. We need the brown adipose fat cells. Those are the two types of fats, brown and white. We're born with both of them. So when you got something that takes that and now it changes it into an adaptogen the wrong way, though. It's like,
Right.
man,
Wow. Our
that is,
environment is making us fat.
mm, it's
It's
keeping
heavy.
in, yes. And these are things that we wouldn't even think are harmful. These are some of the
Exactly.
things on that list. These are things that we work hard to obtain.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You see electronics. We work hard to that new iPhone. That's you work hard to get that, right? As an example, you
I
did
want
so
some. Right.
right. The material that's inside of our car, the clothes. The clothes was on that list. So when we work hard to obtain some of these materialistic things that these obesogens are made out of,
Right.
man. So when Honorable Elijah Muhammad says separate, separation or death by the separation or death, man.
Racing or death. Right. And it's in everything, household cleaning products, perfumes, endocrine disruptors, all of that.
Hmm. Your food, man. That is when we look at just how deadly and dangerous our environment can be. Like I said, this for us original people, this should reinforce the lessons and the knowledge that we have that you know we should be seeking our own, that
Right.
instruct those instructions to separate or continue to suffer. See, we are these are these the obesogens lead to suffering. They call suffering. Or being
Mhm.
obese is that's a suffering. No
Right.
obese person wants to be obese, right? Because their doctor is telling them, their healthcare practitioner is telling them, you need to lose weight. Yes, you are big and beautiful, but their healthcare provider is telling them you need to lose weight, right? So no obese person wants to be obese, and they work hard to lose it, but then they find themselves and they struggle, right?
Right.
Or that up and down. And for a long time, we thought that up and down was something else. Now we know that there's obesogens in there, right? And
Right.
you got the definition of that word, Jen, assist.
Yes. Let me pull that up.
Yeah, oh, look at the science. Look at the science, Sister Denise Reddy. Look at this. This is the because with medical science words, they are usually compound words. So the gen, what does the suffix gen mean? That which produces. A combining form meaning that which produces used in the formation of compound words, indigen, hydrogen, as an example. So when you put the obesogen and you break down this word, it's obese and it's gen, that which produces. So that which produces obesity. Oh my gosh. That which produces obesity.
Yes.
That,
Wow.
that which
My goodness.
produces obesity. Man, listen, do
Yeah.
we understand? And this is men, women, slim people. Like we are, so these are things that are changing the lipid cells inside of us, regardless to how big you are or you already are. This is a struggle for all of us because us slim people, we will see us picking up weight and things like you wake up and you just see something extra that wasn't there long ago.
Like that stuff, as they call it, that stubborn belly fat.
Man, you be like, man, I'm doing crunches and push ups and sit ups
I'm
and
eating
and
once a day and I still have this pouch.
Yep. So when we are looking at solving this, since
Right.
this is dealing with our endocrine system, right? This is where we got to go and make sure we are strengthening and exercising our endocrine system, right? Because that's why I put the book together. Because if you go into the endocrine system, this is one of the least known about systems. When it comes to us knowing the body, right?
Right.
During COVID, you don't hear nothing about it. You only hear very few instances about it, and that's particularly with the thyroid, right?
Mhm.
And but it's involved in the immune response. It's involved in our health, our wellness. It's involved in how long we actually will live. It is
Right.
involved in the healing process of the physical body because it produces the chemical messengers, the hormones. Those are messengers, right?
Right.
So if there's any disruption, the body can't produce the signals that it needs to tell the body what to do. So we become stuck with cancer. We become stuck with sickle cell. We become stuck with lupus, with AIDS, with all of these things that the endocrine system is involved in helping to overcome.
Right.
Man. And now we can get fat. Oh my God. Now you telling me we getting fat over this?
Yes.
You mean the vinyl flooring in my house produces obesogens that when they get inside of me, they make my lipid cells turn me into a obese person?
Right. That's that's wild.
You mean the water bottle that Fiji, that Deer Park, all of those magnificent water bottles with your favorite water produces obesogens that when you drink that water, they make your lipid cells turn you fat. Wow.
Wow.
So you're trying to lose weight by drinking water. I'm on a water diet to cleanse. But you're putting things in your body that makes your lipid cells keep you fat. Wow.
Working against you.
Listen,
Right.
listen. Look at the struggle.
The
This is what.
environment working against you.
Wow.
Wow.
Man. You got
Well,
some things over there that help with the endocrine
definitely.
system, though,
You
sis.
know, when you brought that up, went looking at the oils, and the number one oil that's listed that can help with this is grapefruit essential oil.
Ooh,
A
ooh,
study was done, and here it says
ooh.
a study was done. The grapefruit essential oil stimulates the breakdown of fat tissue and leads to a reduction in food intake. So it helps you to feel that satiety. It goes to the satiety center of your brain just from smelling it, from
Mm,
inhaling it.
mm,
Listen at this: grapefruit applied directly to the cells inhibits the formation of fat tissue when it's
mm,
applied topically, so it helps to promote weight loss. And another thing, it helps your body in burning fat because it activates the enzymes in your saliva, which helps break down body fat in your body.
mhm, mhm, mhm,
Just
mhm,
from inhaling it, it does that.
mhm,
It
mhm,
stimulates
mhm,
that enzyme in your saliva.
mm. Yes, that's what. Because that's yeah, yeah. I've had this bottle of grapefruit for like 3, 4 years now. Because I rarely use it. I very rarely because I haven't found another one yet. And I'm telling
Okay.
you, I use it sparingly. But for those that's rubbing that castor oil on you on yourself, hey, rub some of this grapefruit oil on you.
Grapefruit oil, yes.
See,
You heard of it. You know, people used to do the grapefruit diet, just
yeah,
eating
yeah, yeah,
grapefruits.
yeah,
But
yeah,
the
yeah.
benefit actually comes from the oil, which is in the peel of the fruit.
Mhm, 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 mhm,
That's
mhm.
where the powerful benefits of that oil is distilled or expressed from a cold pressed, actually, from the fruit. I mean, from the
Right.
peel of the grapefruit.
Mm, hmm. So you can eat the grapefruit, but
Right.
the medicinal, those fat burning properties, that's and maybe that's why a lot of people wasn't successful with the grapefruit fast because they weren't
Right.
eating the right part of the grapefruit. Wow.
Exactly.
Wow. Wow. See,
Exactly.
see, y'all should have hit us up beforehand and we would have saved you. Wow. And that's a great because it's the topical as well as using it in the diffuser and the aromatherapy part.
Yes.
Because,
Hmm.
like I say, people are using the castor oil, which I don't have a problem with that. So I have never used those things. So I don't
Right.
know if they work or not, because that's just never been a problem of mine. But I've seen people swear by it and not take it.
Okay.
So I don't know. But I know that if you have I know the castor oil is harder to get authentic castor
Mm.
oil than it is authentic grapefruit. It's
Grapefruit oil.
easy to get some real grapefruit essential oil.
Right.
You don't know what you're getting with that castor oil because you just got to trust the bottle, right?
Right. And the most of the ones that are on the shelf, that's not the medicinal uh, version
Mm,
of the castor oil.
exactly. And if it's that right.
Or
So
Walmart or Dollar Tree or where
right. It's probably not
you, yeah,
100% what you need. Right,
exactly.
right, right, right. So and that's a great alternative because, like
Hmm.
you say, it not just helps to overcome the fat, but it helps to switch that signal.
Right.
It interferes with the endocrine disruptor. See, because we
Exactly.
still have that factor. Yes, we can do things to help break that threshold and lose the weight, but those look at that list. We surround. When I was scared of my own house now. Like I'm being real, man, because I got children. You know, we have children, we have loved ones, we have ourselves. You
Right.
dig? And it's like if you are constantly surrounded by, just say, your vinyl flooring, your water, like if you, the
Hmm.
older we get, the more compound that becomes on us, and
Right.
then it just breaks us. So now you get these so-called age-related problems. No,
Yes.
it's because I spent 40, 50, 60 years around this
Rounded
toxic thing.
toxins. Exactly.
It-
And see, and
So
that's
you
where
can,
the essential oils can come in again. You make your
mm,
own cleaning products, you
mm,
know, lemon
that was
oil.
on the list. That was on
Yeah,
the list. Yeah, yeah,
your
yeah.
own cleaning products and
Hmm.
just, eliminate as much of these toxins as we possibly can.
Yes,
Make your own um, skincare products. And it's
yes,
just simple ingredients. You don't have to be fancy. Just, you know,
yes,
start simple.
yes, yes, yes. Diffuse it. So if you know
Right,
these things are in
definitely.
the air, you have to put, some new things in the air. So
Exactly.
because two objects can't occupy the same space at the same time. So if you
Right.
already have something there, you have to displace it. You can't unless you remove the item, you can't remove the obesogens. You can displace them by creating new material that will move them out of the way, like a
Exactly.
diffuser. So as
Diffuse.
much as those molecules are
Yeah.
being emitted and released, they're pushing what's there out.
No. Right.
Right?
And we have a blend called purification. You get that and diffuse it and help to
That-
purify your atmosphere, your air, and like you
yep.
said, displace all that other
Yeah.
stuff that's floating around.
Yep. Move. Get out the way. Get
Right.
out the way. That's what that diffuser be doing. Man, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, we can't see it. And if we don't have a scientific perception and perspective, it
Mhm.
will out of sight, out of mind. Right? So we
Right.
will forget the science part that we are surrounded by molecules. It's no empty space. These so because if you go like this, you're going to make wind. No matter how you wave your hand, you're going to move the molecules and atoms in the air, and you're going to make wind.
Right.
Right? So it's no empty space. So when we understand that, but two objects can't occupy the same space at the same time. So I can remove or displace the negative, potentially harmful environment just by getting call the sister Denise, man. Let me order one of them diffusers. Let me get,
Right.
give me give me send me the send me, because I don't know. So like
Right.
right. See, we're not going to get lost in trying to guess and assume. I don't know. She's the expert. So it's me ordering what I need. You feel me? So, and these things are what save ourselves. Like I said, I've had this 3, 4 years. They don't. The company that makes this, they don't even make this label anymore. Like they
Right.
have a completely. That's how old
New
this is.
label, new
Right,
packaging.
right, 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 right. So that,
Right. The oil still is still potent. Still does what it needs to do.
and the funny thing, how our journeys with the essential oil, like I showed you a spot with the oils, but I wasn't into the oils until you showed me how to get into the oil.
Right.
Like, what I mean? Like, so it's like, but
Yes.
I became a believer because it's only a few. We saw the list. Your solvents, your deodorants, your soaps, and a lot of these things are on this list of
Mhm.
obesogens and other endocrine disruptors, right?
Right.
So I got to look at it like almost everything is toxic of this world. The essential oils aren't of this world. Now,
Exactly.
people of this world might produce them, like Young
They
Living,
bottle it
but
up. Yes.
it's our practices, though. They're just replicating our practices,
Exactly.
right? You go pick a
Yeah, it
flower,
comes from
you do.
yeah,
Go ahead.
it
Go ahead.
comes
No, go ahead,
from
sis.
what yeah, it comes from what Allah God created, from the flowers,
Yes.
the trees, the leaves, you know, the fruits, the
Yes.
herbs. So it's God's medicine.
Yep.
It's just bottled up. It's the essence. It's a living substance. It's not something bottled up that's dead and been processed over and over
Right.
again. It's an actual living energy.
Right. That's why they're used to overcome the obesogens.
Right.
Because nothing on that list was natural. I didn't see a plant. I didn't see a bug. I didn't see an animal. I saw all things manufactured in the lab.
Manufactured.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
That was the grapefruit. You got another one for us,
Yes, sir.
sis? I know you do. I mean, I know.
Oh yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, lemon oil is good as well. All the pretty
Ooh.
much the citrus oils are good for that. Lavender, antimicrobial, antibacterial,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
deal with
22
those.
seconds.
Right, within 22 seconds.
Did you put that one up with the
Which one?
oil thing, with the olfactory things?
Oh, let me, yeah, bring that up.
I mean, since we're here, might as well go ahead and
Right, I forgot I had
yeah.
loaded it up.
Yeah. And that's a great
Yes.
diagram for how the olfactory senses or the system works. And
Right,
if you
it
were
goes
incorporating, go ahead,
right
sis. That's
there.
your area.
Yeah, when you inhale those oils, it goes through your olfactory system. Within 22 seconds, it goes up to the limbic system of the brain, and they're able to pass through the blood-brain barrier. And that blood-brain barrier protects your brain from things that are not supposed to be there. And the essential oils are able to pass through because they actually help with your cognitive function, your mental health, help you to rise above those emotions.
And you can
And
see it
that's
on the
it.
diagram with those cells that are, because that's where, yeah, that's the passage. I like, and
Right.
this diagram is representing, I think, I don't know what it's representing, but when we're dealing with essential oils, and you can see the path, like going in with that yellow is going over top of the limbic system. You know, that's the hippocampus, that's the amygdala. You know, and those are the things that are responsible for our emotional responses to a lot of things and our perception, right? So when we look at these oils have an ability to have an effect immediately on the brain, you know,
Exactly.
and if okay, now where that number four is at, right? That's where the frontal lobe is at, right? If you go back little bit ways, that's the parietal lobe. All the way back is the occipital lobe and the parietal lobe, right? So those essential oils, if you look at that path of the yellow, where it's going up from two, three, four, and circling the brain. It touches
Right.
the frontal lobe, it touches the parietal lobe, and it touches the occipital lobe. It touches the pathway of it, touches the entire brain.
Wow.
See, that, and that's how
That's
the
good.
brain works. When mature, that's how this man. So we have an effect, like it's a total body effect. The parietal lobe is our sensory. The, the how what we are feeling from our body, the sensory neurons. The occipital is our sight, right? So
Right.
this, and it, of course, is touching the temporal lobes, our hearing, right? So when just that one pathway allows the oil, whichever oil for whatever reason you're trying to use it,
Right.
to affect the entire brain, which of course affects our entire body.
Entire body.
That's
That's right.
Man. I'm telling you,
That's
they
powerful.
got they are they. You have to go get those serious psychosomatic drugs to do that, to have that type of effect. And they aren't allowed to cross the blood brain barrier. That's why you got to swallow
Exactly. Exactly. And that's
so
how the essential oils give you that mental clarity because it's able to get past that barrier and clean those receptor sites
Mhm,
of the toxins that can accumulate that brain fog. It gets through the fog.
mhm. And the first part it touches is the frontal lobe.
Right.
So it's like, all of the other stuff is in the back, the middle to the back. So the first, that's the frontal lobe is here, so it's like the first neurons that it affects is out. This is where that clearing of the brain fog comes from, because it's firing those neurons.
Right.
Boom, 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 boom. You don't have a choice but to think. Like, what I mean? Like, you gotta, that's what some of those reactions people
Mm,
can get scared of, because they never had that type of clarity or that type of energy surge or energy release, because these are natural and so
it's
more effective than any medicine you can take.
right.
You-
And an
Any
oil that's
22
good for
seconds.
that is rosemary. And I love to just
Oh,
inhale. You immediately, like, you feel the visceral effect. Like, it feels like your brain is literally being washed.
yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's how I feel
ooh,
when I inhale rosemary.
ooh. And I don't have no more rosemary. Ooh.
Me either. Look, I gotta reorder mine.
Cause I got a big old rosemary tree. Rosemary grows like a tree.
Mm,
And that thing in my front yard, man, my HOA hates it. They send me letters. They pictures of it like, hey, and it
really?
never dies. Rosemary doesn't die. It produces all year
All year
round.
round? Really? I
Oh
didn't.
my man! And if
Wow.
you don't clip the tops, that thing, if you, it started as a cutting, couple years, and it's been in the same spot. Wintertime, it gets no sun. Springtime, the late spring and going into summer, that's when the sun will finally be able to touch it. But fall, winter, it's no sun. It gets no sun, and it's still I pick it from it every day.
That says a lot. Then rosemary is resilient,
Th-
durable,
Hey, G,
live forever,
come on now,
live
come on,
forever,
come on,
live forever.
come on. And if you are what you eat,
Exactly.
see, if you got obesogens inappropriately alter your lipid cells to grow go abnormally. See, so when we look at rosemary, it has the same effect, but it appropriately makes your cells and material grow. You are what you eat, man. See, look, man, I gotta grab my charger real
All
quick.
right. Yes, sir. That's powerful. Yes, rosemary is very good for memory, cognitive function. It's good for
Mm,
hair growth.
mm,
The skin is really, yeah, one of my favorite herbs.
Mine too. I just started not too long ago, like really cooking with it
Okay.
because I didn't really understand the flavor of it. Because I got sage out there too, so sage doesn't die either. So, and there,
What
my
about
time,
time?
time, time, it has periods, right? But I lit it. I don't use them enough, and time is prolific. So
Mm,
it grows in like tentacles, and if that wherever that tentacle lands at, it's going to root and just keep on. So one tree, one cutting is like I'm overwhelmed. So, but no, I can go out there and pick some time right now, you
okay.
know. But
Yes.
it doesn't have a big flavor profile
What time?
as far yeah, like oregano does, like in the cooking wise. Teas, I can do it in the tea and I can get the flavor out of it. But when I
Hmm.
cook with it, I don't know if I must not use enough. But I mean that in the sage, I'm still learning, you know.
Okay.
But
Wow.
yeah, I tee them up though. Yeah. I tee them up. I put them in some hot water and sip on them because yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I didn't know that about rosemary growing all year round.
Oh man.
That's powerful.
All of them and it's like and these are the things like we have always eaten, and like I say, when we apply that science that you are what you eat, and we are, especially if you're looking to, fix something in yourself. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Like these are things that help fix something in you. So yeah, yeah. That
Right.
and dandelion.
Mm. Okay.
We really, for those listening, like if you really want to have something that changes your life, and you had to start with one dandelion, and it's a nutritive, so it has not just medicinal qualities, but it has the health and wellness qualities. And I mean, as far as dealing with like blood and certain type, man, we can't
Mhm.
really find any. You can't really buy anything better because if you look up, do the research, it's going to keep popping up. Dandy, you know what I mean? It's going to be. in the
And
top.
it's funny because that's the one they tell us is a weed, and it grows wild by itself, naturally in nature. And they, as soon as it pop up, they mow it down.
Trying
So
to
that's
pull
the
the
one
roots
that
up.
we need. Right, right.
Hmm. And I go, my neighbors, I, they used to thought I was crazy. Because when it's springtime
Mm-hmm.
to summertime, I'm in the neighborhood, like I'm out pulling all kind of. They'll see me out there with my phone. I'm doing all. I got my little foraging bag and like and I'm not as I don't care, because these are the things in where I'm at is kind of country. So I know we don't have like those pesticides being sprayed, none of that stuff. You know what I mean? So I can
Right.
forage like almost right outside of my house, like almost literally, and I do. When my daughter goes in the morning, it's because you can see everything. You seeing all these beautiful flowers and colors. I'm on the ground. I'm yeah.
Yes, sir. Well,
Praise
this
be
has
to
been
Allah.
praise be to Allah. See if we have any comments or
Oh yeah, this
questions.
I hope
Thank you
that
all
those
for
that have
tuning in.
tuned in and go ahead. I'm sorry. What'd you say, sis?
No, I was just thanking those that tuned in. Brother
Oh
Hammer
yeah, yeah.
says he loves it. But yeah,
Thank you,
go
bro.
ahead.
No, I was just gonna say those who tuned in now, we appreciate you, man. And we just try like when this subject is like I say, this might not be something that me or sister personally suffers from, but we definitely get enough people asking our help to help them overcome it. And knowing
Exactly.
that we know that these people are sincere and they try, like we're not usually their first ring. We usually
Right.
after all else fails and they done tried
Try,
everything else and
try is
oh
fine.
man, I need so when we know that there's these things called obesogens that are present, that that's a if we can understand how important that is, because if you are caught in that struggle, this may be your sticking point. Look at
Right.
what you are surrounded by, and if any of those things are on the list, you are being bombarded with obesogens. It's just this is the cause and effect. So knowing this, if you can't change your flooring, if you can't change this or that, you can create a healthier environment by contacting Sister Denise and getting in touch with the aromatherapy, right? You can, it's topical things that no side effects, no man-made, 100% organic. Like these, it can only help you. It can only
Exactly.
do nothing or help you. There's no
No,
way.
right. Side effects are
Right. The side effect is health. You get healthier. Like you feel better. Like so these are the things, because like I said, especially if you're already exercising, if you're already doing this, that may be why that fupa there. That may be why you are stuck with the fupa or the big back or whatever these things that you be struggling to get rid of, the big arms, right? The neck. These
right.
are the things that these obesogens are inappropriately. Woo, man, that's a serious definition. Man. That's what he
Right.
said. Man, it inappropriately makes your lipid cells become adaptogens, but to the
Mm,
wrong way. Woo, that's powerful, man.
right. That's powerful.
We usually charge for this type of information.
Right. Y'all getting a free
Yeah, you get
consultation.
you get the front. I know y'all ain't never heard of it. So if you see like
Right.
when you hear something, your phone, now next time you get on Facebook, you're gonna start seeing ads about the obesity and all
And
this
Brother
other
Sean, when
stuff.
you,
Yeah, yeah,
as soon as you sent me that text asking me had I heard about it, and I promised like 10 minutes later, I went on Instagram, looking at it, what do you call it, the reels,
yeah.
and somebody talking about it,
Yes.
obesogens. I'm like, what?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah,
they're gonna talk about it, but the solution, we are solution oriented.
oriented,
Yes, we
right,
talking about it, but we want to show you how fun and easy it is to overcome it as well. See, you will be stuck with it only if you want to be stuck with
exactly.
it. Grapefruit. Look, hey
Great.
man, you doing? We got you.
You,
We got you.
you got it. Put some in that diffuser right now.
Same
Brother
way
Hammer
you.
says, thanks for educating on herbs and different plants. You're welcome. Thank you for tuning in.
Praise be to Allah.
Yes,
You know it. That's what we here for.
that's right.
You know,
That's right.
man. But that
Yes.
just the castor oil, they have the set. You because you put it on your wherever the area is at. But that's the same
Mhm.
thing. Like I said, I I if you really because it's hard to trust the source, man. And if you look up castor oil, you'll see so many different brands and things, and just like
Right.
olive oil, it's hard to like you gotta like it's so easy to fake it, and it's so easy to sell
Right.
fakes that you won't know until either you hurt yourself or don't nothing happen.
Right. That's true.
Or
Yes,
you lost
sir.
your money. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. All right. Well, we are going to put a pin in it right there. Thank you all again for tuning in. If you watch this on the replay, we appreciate you as well.
We
And
sure
share
do.
the videos with us. Follow, like, subscribe. We're on YouTube, Brother
Yes.
Sean's. But what's the name of that book, brother? Let me
The
hold.
endocrinology of healing and life. The end. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that cover. Bam. The endocrinology of healing and life. Woo! You can't heal without it. You can't. You can't.
All
I
right.
don't care. Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in, and we will be back, inshallah, next week, same time,
Yes.
same station.
You know it.
Assalamu
Thank you,
alaikum.
family. Wa alaikum assalam.